Okay, guys, let's take a look at some of these plays I'm kind of looking at as of right now. One in here is Elf Beauty, and I was looking here. There's a nice little daily fair value gap. We're building some bullish momentum here. The biggest thing what I'm thinking to see happen is I would like to just see it continue up to go to here. It might come down to here, but I doubt it. I think it's just going to start to bounce around a little bit right here. And then once it breaks, it's going to, break out and head on up. I think, it's probably going to take a little bit more time than I have right here. Let's just push it out to June and July. But I really see a lot of bullish momentum here with ELF off of this. It's been respecting this area. It's tagged through the daily fair value gap, but it closed above it. So for a daily, I don't see any issues with this. This looks really good to me. It's got a lot of bullishness here from what I can see. And then if we kind of just want to go into here, even our analysts, just, you take them with a grain of salt, but we got a lot of bullish. Everybody's bullish on and off of here. But I see nothing but good stuff here for this one. They show that air type 160, but, we're shooting above here. But once we start to see, a little bit better news and everything with ELF, I could really see this thing ripping off again. And at least try to reclaim some momentum here. All right. For the football season, we got to have some PENN here. I could see with the football that, we're going to have quite a bit of bullish momentum coming off here. Especially when we get to the Super Bowl season here. The playoffs will really help out this stock quite a bit. I feel this is a little too ambitious here, what I just rolled it out to be. But, I kind of, I'm going to see in the next couple of days, I think we'll end up seeing this kind of, it's already broke through it once or twice right here. With this little resistance, I feel like it's going to push up to here, work its way through here, do this little bounce, and then pop up to here by February. That's kind of what I'm thinking as of right now. We could probably move this stop up quite a bit and as you can see, there's been a lot of bullish buying here. That's pretty excessive amount. We've seen some more like this, but this is really nice and steady, just showing how steady the price has been increasing, and it's very nice looking to me. Let's go see what the analysts have got here. Everybody's kind of neutral, but once this starts to, switch and these guys go from, we're, at a hold setting, and start going into this kind of the buy to strong buy, it's really going to end up making it take off. And that's where I was kind of getting at with, the other half of this, where I was going to, go a little bit more ambitious and try to reclaim some of this, this monthly resistance level here. So honestly, I think, maybe off of if we look at this a little bit of more of a longer term position, I say, you're kind of, I'd probably move my stop down here to this 3-month low. And then, move, for like a little target up here. This is kind of what I would be looking for, this level. And it's really not too bad of a looking, to just have a more of a long-term buy aspect here. At least to there, that looks pretty good. I don't see anything that's going to get us to this astronomical level that we were at in the 2020s, 2021 area, but this is very realistic kind of target areas right now. And, you probably could hold this for a lot longer term because you're starting to see a lot more stuff with PENN and Disney and everything. So that's kind of interesting. Then I'd like to kind of go in here, kind of talk about Merck, MRK. I'm really liking this, starting to see this daily gap that it ended up tagging into. And then it's starting to build a very small kind of bullish aspect here. It's honestly for me, I could start to see this to end up just do a little pop, maybe a little dance back down to, probably back down to there is a little excessive, I feel like, but you know, this is kind of what I'm thinking to see happen here. It might just do this too, like that. That seems more realistic. What it might do if it's going to continue this bullishness, especially with this downtrending area here. With this one's the 200 EMA, and I could see that kind of lining up and smacking there and doing that, and it'll stop and bounce and then come back and re-tag that and claim back up and go in it that way. It's just not too bad. And, kind of looking, that kind of keeps us still underneath what our analysts are thinking here. They're always shooting for the moon here, but it keeps us kind of in the range, and these guys are quite, bullish for the most part on Merck here, so that's kind of interesting. So that'll be nice. Okay, next one. GitLab. If you guys don't know, this is kind of a engineering depository where everybody can share their ideas of training AI models. It's quite nice. And, with all the AI hype and everything, I do think that this still has more room to grow. Um, you know, I think it could reclaim all these highs that it just had. So kind of what I'm thinking here. Kind of did what I was looking at it yesterday, writing here, and I was hoping to do something, and then it might pop back down a little bit, but I for sure kind of see this, starting to break out again. Because it's just, I don't know, it already filled this. This is kind of a negative gap here. It filled it. I like that. Like to see it fill it. It failed, but then it's coming back. It's rebounding, and it's going to shoot back up on us here, from what I can tell. And everybody's quite bullish on this one. There's nothing but good news ahead of them. I like this one quite a bit, at least to here. And then after that, it's it's got a nice. If you really wanted to hold it, I think this is a good one. Because it's a kind of an IPO aspect, and it's coming down, doing a little bit of an IPO bottom here, and I feel it could rip out. This one probably could rip back up to where it was, at the IPO highs. But for a nice, safe little target for now, just to a couple months here, I can feel this working out really well in our advantage here. That's 27. Yeah, with this little, you probably could tighten it up a little bit to get you a little bit better risk reward, but it's not the greatest risk reward, but sometimes that's what happens. Okay, MongoDB. I've been watching this one a little bit, and I had it back here when it started to do its little bit of bullish stuff, and it reclaimed this whole gap here. And I really like it reclaiming the gap. And, this sell-off, I feel like it's quite excessive. And, I feel like this could end up finally starting to get its legs back, pop up, come back down, starting to mess around with this simple moving average crossover. And then I feel like it's off to the races for it. That looks pretty realistic to me. And the thing is we still got a lot of people really bullish. We got, two people with this, strong sell, but I think it's got quite a bit of bullishness baked into it. I mean, if it really wanted to do something to really shake us out, would be to drop down here to this daily gap. I would say that'd be the one thing, and then it's off to the races again. But that's how I'm feeling on that one. Okay. Then, all right, to KWEB. So, China. I know that's kind of an unpopular thing here, but, the charts are showing there's a lot of strongness here with China stocks. We had the lows here in 22. Then we made kind of a higher low here in January of 24. Then we had this run. It broke the previous high here, and then it dropped down. And then we came in, and we made a new higher low right here in September. And then from there, we had the off to the races, and then we're back down into this daily gap. I like this. Now it's rebounding. As of right now, it's rebounding and popping here. And honestly, I think China is going to have a really good time right now. It's had a lot of bad stuff happening, but this is looking really good for the KWEB. It just like looks like an easy reclaiming of everything. And honestly, I don't know where to stop on that one right now. I kind of would like to. It'd be interesting to see it come up here to like. If we come up to the bottom of this kind of range, that'd be quite nice. But I'd say that would probably happen. But it just seems like it's very, 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 very bullish. I mean, really kind of at the end of the range here. I think of maybe, by at least June, I would like to see this happen. But when it goes, it's kind of explosive, as you can see here. It's just had massive amount of explosions here. So this is kind of what I was looking at. Let me know what your thoughts are. Like, subscribe if you like. And yeah, until the next time I find something interesting, we'll talk to you then. Have fun. Ciao.